Hello there, lovely people. It's Alex from Nintendo Life here. Welcome to the stream. I hope you can hear me. You should be able to hear me. Can you hear the game? You can hear tip tap tip tap. That's good stuff. Hello, welcome. Yes, today I'm going to be taking you through. I'm not quite in the headspace. I've been working quite hard recently. I don't know whether you know, but there's a new console out. But I'm going to do my absolute best. Yes, we're going to be testing a load of Switch 1 games running on Switch 2 to see whether they run any better than they did on the original console. I know for a fact that there's a number of games that I have here that do run better, and I'd like to share those with you. I do also have 2 stacks of games and some more downstairs if anyone wants to make a specific request. Because these are going to be the easiest ones because I don't have to download anything. Maybe an update? I'm kind of tempted to skip it if that's an option, just so we can get through as many as we possibly can. Whoa, people are already jumping right in with the requests. I am going to start, though, with one that is already downloaded, just for simplicity's sake. I can't remember. Oh, yeah, it was going to be... Now, you see, I'd like to test Disco Elysium, but I am very concerned that... there's a lot of bad language which I don't really want to be showing on the channel. It's an excellent game. I'll just be careful. How about that? We'll see how we get on. And I'm only testing this one because I haven't done it myself. And it did get a little bit wobbly when playing it on Switch 1. So I'm really hoping that it runs a little bit better. Let's just get that over there so I can get a better eye on the chat as well. This could take some time to load. This is the only downside with doing stuff like this. There's going to be downtime when you're just going to have to listen to me talking. Imagine. What's going on in chat? Red Dead or GTA Trilogy. Also, it can only be games that I actually own for obvious reasons. I don't own every single game. More's the pity. So I will just... I'll only be able to do what I have. Let me turn that up for myself. It's still not very high. Oh well, it's close enough. Let's just go with continue. Hopefully I'm not in the middle of something where people are swearing an awful lot. That would be embarrassing, wouldn't it? Oh no, straight in. That was really quick. And yeah, already this runs better. Still not perfect by any means. I have forgotten all the controls. How do I go through a door? Oh, you have to highlight it. Of course you do with the right stick. It's been a long time since I played this game. What's it like running through here? Now, you see, I'm fairly certain we could... You know what, I won't go up there because I know what's up there. It may be already gone, but maybe just to be on the safe side. It is definitely running smoother, although it's still not perfect, it has to be said. I think it's smoother, but it's certainly not perfect. Still interesting, isn't it? I'm not going to go too far into this. Or more than anything, it seems to be more frame pacing issues. To my eye, anyway, and I'm not that close. I don't think... Are there any, like, settings? No, there's just controls. Streamer mode? Probably should have enabled that before. Thankfully, I don't think we had any music before then. But yeah, this definitely runs better, but suffice it to say... It's still not perfect. I was never expecting 60 frames a second, and you shouldn't for a lot of these games, because most of them will be locked to 30. Certainly things like Doom and stuff like that, they have a hard cap, so they'll never go higher than that. Only an unlocked frame rate will be able to go beyond that, but most games cap so that you don't like get a really sort of strange fluctuating experience. Have any games not run, asks Robert Orbin III. None that I've tried yet, but I haven't tried loads. Obviously, I'm only one man. Really keen to see how XCOM 2 runs. Now, I'm pretty sure I have XCOM 2 on one of my accounts. Let's have a look at my virtual game cards. It's probably going to be US, and it's going to be at the bottom, so it'll be easy to find at least. There it is, XCOM 2. I'll do that one for you. It may take a while to download, of course, so we will have to... We'll just do what we can, you know, sort of, I'm only one man. How long is that going to take? It won't tell me, will it? Because I'm not downloading something else at the moment. I tell you what, let's have a look. I'll present you the games that I've got, and we'll get a feel for what you guys want to see. I tell you what, rather than picking out of all of them, I'll pick 4 of them, And I'll get you guys, I'll even run a poll. That I'm not going to test. That's Mario Kart World. I tell you what, that's going to be an interesting one, as is that. So 2, there's a first party. Let's see whether we can get something else. That one we've sort of done. I can talk about that. I'll tell you what, let's get that. I'm a big fan of that. And why not? That as well. Okay, so it's mainly first party that I'm keen on because I think that's what most people are interested in. But I will set up a poll now. Here we go. Yep, poll, easy peasy. Can I can add... Yes, I can add 4 options. Good. So, what next? And rather than just relying on chat, it'll be nice to be able to do a proper, run the thing. So we've got Astral Chain. I've already seen somebody mention that in chat. 2 Point Hospital Jumbo Edition, which is just the same as the normal edition, but it's got all the DLC. Pokemon Legends Arceus, a classic. And Metroid Dread. Now, Metroid Dread obviously ran really well anyway, but I'm still curious to see. So I'll add them in here. Astral Chain. Right now it says no. No, I want to change that. Metroid Dread. Pokemon... I must have the accent in there. I must have the diacritic. Pokemon Legend. I'll just put Pokemon Legends. You know it's not going to be ZA because that's not out yet. And 2 Point Hospital. Okay, and start the poll. It'll actually come up a little bit sooner than obviously I'm saying, because there's a delay, isn't there? There's a delay. This is what we can do to fill the time between, downloading Alan Wake Remastered, which is only going to take 9 minutes, because I finally fixed the internet issue that I had. Because I had real problems with the Switch 1 internet. Really, really low download speeds. And it seemed really erratic as well. And it was the same when I did a system transfer. I wiped all the internet settings, all of them, off the console and just started fresh, did a little bit of tinkering, and now it's suddenly actually really quite good. It's not perfect, it's still faster on other systems, it has to be said, but I can't remember how big Alan Wake is, but what does it reckon? 8 minutes remaining, so it's probably done, 7 minutes or something so far? How big is Alan Wake Remastered? How big is Alan Wake Remastered? I'm seeing quite a few people talking about or at least one person talking about Dark Souls. I'm pretty sure I've seen it before. I tell you what, I'll add it to the queue. I definitely have it. I'm just going to have to remember that to confirm you press B. I always hated that. That'll be under D for Dark Souls. Okay, it's not on my US account. It'll be on my European account then. My main one. B, Captain Toad. There it is. Let's get that downloaded. That shouldn't take too long. I do actually quite like the virtual game card system. I know some people, sort of aren't super keen on it, but I quite like it. We'll leave Alan Wake to download, but I am curious to see how big Alan Wake is. Alan Wake, Switch, Nintendo. It should say the size if I scroll down. 13.2 gigabytes. So pretty big, and downloading that in 15 minutes is not amazing by any means. There are faster systems out there, but decent. What have we got? Oh, okay, there's been a bit of a shift. I did see Astral Chain was at number 1, but now it's Pokemon Legends. Let's have a clearer look. No, that's just end poll. Can I just... There we go. I just wanted to see the poll. Poor old 2 Point. Lagging behind. Astral Chain's at 31. Pokemon Legends at 39. 38! Oh, talking about it's made some people shift their opinion. No, back up to 39? Oh, please try Doom Eternal, says Juan. I already have. And it's good. I tell you what, just very quickly, because it is it's reasonably quick. Because I've already got it downloaded, I will very quickly... Cyberpunk is so good, guys. It's so good. Let's just very, very quickly do a little bit of Doom Eternal, just as a treat. And then when I've done... I don't know, a minute or so. That's when we'll end the poll and we'll move on to the next game. I think that's quite a good way to do it. What I might do is I might set up a poll constantly, on rotation. And I'll include some downloaded games on there as well. Monster Hunter Rise DLC, that's an interesting notion. Bum. Good old Doom Eternal. The only thing is, it takes a long time to load. Thankfully, we won't get a load of pop-ups because I loaded it up. If not yesterday, then the day before. So we will be... oh, hang on. Well, I just saw someone... Oh, that's actually kind of interesting. Someone said Grid Autosport is a quick test because it crashes immediately. That's interesting. I might look into that, but again, Doom first. Doom first. Let's focus on the games. You've seen enough of the home screen for a lifetime, I'm sure, or at least the first part of a stream. I have just realised I haven't got any water or anything, so I'm going to get thirsty. So what I'll probably do at some point is, not now, but I'll probably ask my partner, my wife Sasha, to get me some, but for now, let's not. Waluigi, thank you very much for the super chat. I've got a good one, No More Heroes 3. Unfortunately, I don't have No More Heroes 3, so we aren't able to test that one. I do apologise. I can't remember who it was who handled the review in the end, but it wasn't me. I don't know why, because I'm fairly certain I know it, well, just as well as anyone else, really. One thing you will note with Doom Eternal, load times noticeably faster. Pretty much on par with something like the Steam Deck, I would say. And now I'm going to be really thrown off because all of my audio is slightly delayed because I've got a Bluetooth headpiece in, and also, well, not usually that. I don't know about the last time I tested. What on earth? What? I just pressed it by accident. Do forgive me. Oh. Oh great, my Bluetooth. This is not doing my gamer credit any good. Not that anyone has gamer credit. It's not a real thing. What I wanted. I could blame it on the fact that I'm not using a Pro controller, but I sort of feel... Oh, it's the audio. The audio is really throwing me off, as silly as that sounds. I'm actually tempted to take that out for the moment, because, yeah, now all of a sudden, that just feels a bit more responsive. I still can kind of hear it. But as you can see, it's doing pretty well. Not amazing, you know, it's still stuck at 30 FPS, but it is definitely more consistent. And I think that's going to be the name of the game for a lot of the games we look at today. More consistency throughout. I am stuck on a wall. That's not ideal. There we go. I'm usually better. I'm using 2 Joy-Con, but rather than a Pro controller, which I'm more used to. But you know, I can't use that as an excuse for everything. Alan Wake's still going down. Right, time to end the poll. I can already see what the winner is. It's Pokemon Legends. What a surprise! It is an intriguing game, and I do have a. If it's not complete, it's very nearly complete save file, so it should be. You know, we should be able to test. Does anyone actually know? I'd like to ask chat. Is there any sort of like pinch points? Any like particularly hard points where the game really struggles? I'd be really interested to know because that'll be what I'll test, among other things as well. Is there anything in here? There is not. Okay, time to go with Pokemon Legends. Are you going to want an update? A software update is required. This is something that's happened on a few titles as well, actually. It's not so much, there is an update. You know, sort of, do you want to download it? It's like, it's required. So, we're going to have to update it in this case, and we will prioritise it. You're watching the stream, aren't you? Thank you. No.
Well, I can hear the stream.
You're going to have to come in closer than that because it's cropped in.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Hello.
Sasha. What do you mean, oh yeah? You can't see from there. There we go, Dub.
No, but I can see downstairs.
That's very true. Thank you.
That's okay.
That's much better. Okay. That's already done. Wow, that's slightly unresponsive now. Mortal Kombat 1. Xeon is going to be tackling that. Actually, Xeon's got something in the works. He'd like to tackle some games a little bit like this. Shout out Wives, 100%. The kickstand not having notches threw me off. You don't need them. That's notches. You can just set it to wherever you want. It's smooth. So here we are. Legends. Dragon Quest XI S Echoes of an Elusive Age. I'm afraid I don't have it. Tunic. Sasha? Could you bring Tunic up, please? Thank you. We do have Tunic. Subnautica if you... Oh, do we have Subnautica down there as well? Could you bring that up, please? They'll be added to the pool, and then they'll be voted on. Why are we doing all the murder games? Kids have no sense of variety. Hang on. What, you mean like Pokemon? The classic game. It's been a long time since I played this. I can't remember what the sprint button is. It's clicking the left stick in. I should have known, really.
Your game delivery.
Thank you very much. Game delivery.
Game delivery.
You see, that's better than next day delivery right there. You know, I slightly forgot for a moment that I was playing on Switch too. How on earth do you get on the... Oh yeah, it's that, isn't it? Look at him go! This probably isn't the best example. How do you jump? How do you jump? It's Y. Yeah, the controls I always thought were a little bit odd in this game. Not massively, just a little bit odd. I've got to be honest, it seems to be running perfectly smoothly. I'm trying to think what would be a real test. Maybe seeing what, Come on. Get her! Fine, Sneasler it. What would be a real test? What would be a real test? This runs terrible. I mean, it runs at 30 frames a second. It'd be nice if it ran smooth, you know, if they released a patch that improved it. I still think it looks better than Scarlet and Violet by some margin. Oh yeah, of course, Sprint being on B all of a sudden, I remember. Bit of a weird thing. Still some pop in there, but that's probably hard-coded. That would have to be changed in the code itself. Which, obviously, this hasn't had. I mean, obviously there's that little update. As far as I can tell, pretty good. Get Bravery out. Try and push it. It's not, as far as I can tell, it's not really dropped a frame. At least not to my eye. I'm a little bit further away from the screen than I would typically be, but it's pretty good, yeah. Definitely still quite a bit of pop-in. Oh, that's the edge of the map, isn't it? Definitely still quite a bit of pop-in. But, it's definitely an improvement. Definitely an improvement. I tell you what, let's very quickly zip out and go to a different location. Yeah, this is the thing. There's just an issue I have with Legends and the control system. Oh god, yeah. I caught some things the last time I loaded this game up, apparently. I do like this game though, but I do have an issue with the controls. Like the fact that Sprint, when you're running around just as yourself, is click the left stick in. Fine, whatever. That's not a big deal. But then when you're on a mount, it's B. And it's like, just make it B when you're running around on foot as well. And you'd solve all the problems. And make Sneak click the left stick in. It's not that unusual. Let's see what happens when we go back. I really wish... You know what? I'm going to change this. I'm going to stick my proper headphones on. I thought this would be better. But I'm just not feeling the Bluetooth. There's a delay. Oh, is the audio going to come through here? It might do. But I should now. It should be coming through here. There we go. It's very quiet, but that's fine. It's it's still a delay because I'm kind of monitoring it through the capture. But that's all right. Where should we go? I'm trying to think what the sort of hard place. Yeah, heading outside the village. I know that's the last area. Coronet Highlands, Crimson Mylands, Cobalt Coast. My gut tells me Coronet Highlands is going to be... Let's go to the summit camp. And see what the performance is like there. I imagine it's going to be fine. I swear that loaded faster as well. I don't know that. But it's not unlikely, is it? Come on. Let's mosey on out. So let's go off the cliff edge here. And bravery! I pressed the wrong button. There we go. That's better. Oh. Yeah, it's handling it perfectly well. You would hope it would. But that's what a lot of these tests are. It's just making sure that, yeah, as you expect it. Moving quickly. Oh, took some damage. Oh, is that an alpha? An alpha Budew. Let's throw a wing ball at it for some reason. Oh, no. Let's just quickly, very quickly, do a battle. Oh, I caught Budew unawares somehow. Oh, I love being able to move around like this during the fight. It's a silly thing. I'm just picking the first thing. It'll probably do a decent amount. This was the best Pokemon game in a long time. By some margin. Still is, to be honest. I'm a little bit worried that Legend ZA is going to be too much like... Excuse me? Oh. Let's swap in Heracross. See if we can use a nice bug move. Sort that Budew out. Yeah, Mega Horn. Why not? As far as I can tell, hasn't dropped a frame. Maybe it has here or there, but the fact is that it feels extremely smooth. And I think that that's pretty trendy. Can you clear those? Yeah, that is how that happens. How that works, rather. I don't have space in my satchel. Oh no, I'm going to have to close the game. How are we doing with Alan Wake? Coming along nicely. But there you are. That was Pokemon Legends. My brain is fried. I've been pushing myself with this. All on me. No one else has forced me to. This is all my own personal foolish notion. But right, Pokemon Legends, yeah. Definitely runs smoother. Just does still have like pop-in and stuff like that. Not on your stream, there is frame stuttering. It could be the stream. Possibly because I've got to be honest, I'm not super happy. I've got a 4K X Elgato. I'm not super duper happy with it, to be honest. It seems to be running okay at the moment, but it is unreliable. It's not really suitable for macOS. And, you know, sort of some people might say, oh, just use, hang on, I'm going to move my microphone up. It's really low down. I don't know why I put it there. It just doesn't seem to play nicely with it. And they have actually come out with some beta software, and it's like, hey, it's macOS compatible, and it is, frankly, a little bit shocking. The firmware update actually caused some real issues for some people on their capture cards, which is not very trendy, to say the least. Okay, it's time for another poll. I'm going to introduce two new contenders, or rather one new contender. Let's do it one at a time. So the next poll is going to be, can I duplicate the poll? That would be easy. It won't let me, will it? No, it won't. I'll just call the poll next. And we'll have Subnautica. It's also, what is it, the DLC? No, it wasn't a DLC, it was a separate game. Subnautica. Dread, I'll just put Metroid. No, I'll put Dread, just so there's no confusion. Metroid Dread. 2 Point Hospital. And last but not least, Astral Chain. There we go. Okay. And for the time being, I have seen... We've got a super chat. Let's have a little look at that. Try a game that uses the IR camera like 1-2 Switch. Would you believe I don't own 1-2 Switch? I just don't. I never wanted it. And it was always... There was a part of me that was sort of curious about it. And it never properly came down in price. So I never bought it. Simple as that. I do, however, have... That won't work. I was going to say Game Builder Garage. There is a game that I have. I'm trying to remember what it is. I'll have a look at my downloads. I'm pretty sure it's isn't it Resi? It's a Resident Evil spin-off or something like that. Alex really wants to play 2 Point Hospital. Yeah, you're damn right I do. I love that game. At some point, I'll probably just say, screw it. We're playing 2 Point. So, what was it? It was a Resident Evil game, I'm pretty sure. It was the spin-off, and for the life of me, I can't remember the name of it. It was Revelations, was it? Oh, I don't know whether it was 1 or 2. I'm not downloading both, but you could reload with the IR camera. I'm fairly certain it just won't work because it doesn't have it. I mean, it will work if I use this. Just connect an old Joy-Con to it. It will work. I did hear that. What was it? Someone said Grid Autosport just crashes. That would be interesting to test. Do I have it? I feel like I do, but it's just as likely I don't. And it's not looking good. Let me look at my other account. I mean, all of those accounts have different things on them. The Japanese one has very little, but no, I need to go to the G's. I've gone way too far. Oh, I do have Grid Autosport. I seem to remember it's a quick download as well, so we'll give that a go. But I imagine before that, Alan Wake will be done in what? I take umbrage with that. Why has that happened? That is very annoying. I tell you what, I am just going to... Hang on, this could go badly. What's going to happen when I click this button? No, that's good. Okay, I'm going to reset my internet connection, but obviously I don't want information like that going out there. Not that I think it's really going to make a huge difference, but still. It's just good practice, you know? So, if I just force a reconnect like that. No, it didn't actually disconnect, did it? Now it's saying 4 hours to complete. Okay. I'll tell you what, I could try and force it to connect to something that won't work. And then it'll reconnect back to... I'll tell it to connect to a wired connection. And it'll go, I can't do it. And with any luck, that will disconnect the Wi-Fi. Apologies for this, but hang on, do I have something? No, it's a new dock. I've not got anything plugged in there. Yeah, no, you won't be able to connect to the internet. I suppose I could change the settings temporarily if I needed to. Okay, it's disconnected. Reconnected, it's still saying it's going to take hours. This is one of the issues I used to have. The servers have been fluctuating in speed all day for me, assuming it's just because Nintendo were overloaded. That's possible. I mean, I suppose what I could do is, if I just say, download this first, it'll start downloading that. That's super quick. And then if I say, download this first, quirks in it. I have a feeling it's like an incompatibility or something. Ooh, Pokken Tournament DX. Not a bad shout. I do have it somewhere. I don't think it's physical. I'm pretty sure it's a download I've got. Still not there. Pac-Man, Pikmin, Legends Arceus. Oh yeah, I got a digital version as well. That's Pokemon Unite. There it is, Pokken Tournament DX. Why not? Queue it up. With any luck, we'll give it a go. How's this coming along now? 11 minutes. That's still way longer than it should be. Mental. What are we getting here? Ooh! I think we're going to have to end the poll. I think we are. Not just because it's one that I want to play. It's very close. Very close, I imagine. I imagine the next one will, Astral Chain will win. But for now, Metroid Dread. Very, very good game. And we're about to play it on Nintendo Switch 2. Baby! I've just realised you can't see anything. It's just... There we go. That's better, isn't it? I was just talking with... Dear, oh dear. Oh, I love the fact that... I'm pretty sure if I go back to that quickly. Version 2.1, but it's just... Unless it's already downloaded the update data. I have noticed that happened with Link's Awakening. It downloaded the update data even though I hadn't loaded the game up or anything like that. I just put the cartridge in and it loaded up and I was like, hey, this is going to be testing it without the update. Not true. Can we please check the GTA trilogy? Sorry, just joined, not sure if that's been checked yet. That's something I can definitely consider. I tell you what, hang on, what? I'm not playing rookie mode. I'm pretty sure it's on my North American account. I do feel that personally, hang on, I can't see it there at all. Am I going blind? Is it on my EU account? It might be. I really thought it was on my US account. Where on earth is it? I definitely have it. I definitely have it. That's... Australian account? I don't think so. I don't think I have anything really on there beyond what do I have on there? It's not going to ask me to log in, is it? It is there! Oh god, I've just seen an old game on there. Why is it on my Australian account? I must have got it early or something like that. Maybe we didn't get code and I just downloaded it. You know, I'm going to go with San Andreas just because I seem to remember that one ran the worst. I don't know for certain, but yeah, I don't want Ricky mode. Pretty sure, yeah, boss rush, yeah. Hard mode. Eh, why not? I don't want to go to the end. There's spoilers. But we will do a bit of this. I cannot remember the controls for Dread. So do bear with me. But I imagine this is... have you tested out mouse mode on Roller Coaster Tycoon yet? I don't know if it's come out. Was that a thing that they confirmed? Not sure. Loading's still taking quite a while. Ah, that's not... Okay, ignore loading times. That's unfair. Loading times are tied to the cartridge, which is what I'm using, rather than a download. So obviously it's using the old technology. So downloads will be the same. Oh, I remember some things at least. Some muscle memory you just can't forget. Let's nip in here quickly. I mean, it looks, to be honest, the same. Ah! Why did that not work? Ah, well, I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. Maybe I should. Seems to run brilliantly. As far as I can tell, the resolution is no higher. But that is a difficult thing to judge at a distance. Also, they haven't announced any sort of, patch for it, and it just ran straight off the cartridge. So I imagine it's, it runs fine. Hey! How's that for timing? We're going to do Alan Wake. I know I haven't put it in the thing, but, you know. I'll tell you what, I will, whilst we're waiting for it to load, which may take some time, I will start another poll for the next 4. Dread is done. Now I'm going to add Tunic to the mix. So we're getting a constant change. Oh, asking a question is optional. Fair enough. Tunic. Astral Chain. Come on. Come on. Ooh, press any button to play. Subnautica. And 2 Point Hospital. The best choice. Okay. You are joking. You are joking. It's one character too long. I'm going to have to remove the. Best choice. There we go. So you know which one to pick. Let's continue game. I did not get especially far in this, I have to be honest. Because it just ran really poorly, like really poorly, and did not look great. Again, oh no, loading times are... It's still very 30 frames a second, but I don't think we were ever going to expect anything more than that. Because I don't think it ever had an uncapped frame rate. But it is a lot smoother. I mean, I'm going to have to get closer to be... Yeah, no, it's still very, very blurry. Again, wouldn't expect it unless it had, like, dynamic resolution or something like that, which it may still have, but I assume it would just be running at maximum in that case. How do you run, Alan? Run, Alan! That switch side. I remember really liking this game when it first came out. I was really enamored with it. And then I sold it to a friend because I suppose I needed money, but I felt I was done with it.
The station was closer now. Its light welcoming in the darkness.
Then again, I like writing and all that sort of stuff, so it sort of speaks to me. This is definitely running better. Is there a sprint button? Mr. Wake, sprint. That's shooting a shotgun, sir! I really don't remember the combat of this game very well. Hang on, was that even a shotgun? Maybe he was holding a pistol like a shotgun. But honestly... Well, pick up coffee thermos. I'll do just that. This is definitely smoother. Ah! Insert battery. I'll do just that. That was quick. Oh, that's right. You have to make them kind of real, don't you? Ah! What did you hit me with, you cheeky sod? There we go. Yeah. Vast improvement. Still would definitely benefit from getting a patch to boost the resolution and stuff like that. But there you go, yeah. An improvement on Alan Wake. I did see something just then. I saw a super chat. Let's have a look at that. Where's it gone? I have to manually scroll down. Great fun. I love it when I have to do that. I can't read that. Thank you very much for the super chat, but that's in Japanese. I can't read that. What have we got there? Can we please check the GTA trilogy? Ah, yes, that's the one that I mentioned before. You know what? What are we doing download-wise? Oh, it's onto Grid Auto Sport. 4 minutes remaining. That's not too long. Let's see the results of the poll. Astral Chain is the winner, at least until I click End Poll. I can't believe you guys aren't picking the best option. 2 Point Hospital, 16%. At least it came second. Astral Chain it is. One of the more forgotten Switch games, I swear. I suppose it came out quite early. I am not going to be good at it, by the way. Not even remotely. Because, lordy loo, the controls are... Once you get them down, they're good. But they are not, let's say, accessible. Let's take Metroid out. Stick you in. Metroid. Who's got the Metroid? Stick you back in the case. Oh. That's in there. So, Astral Chain. Let's see if we can skip the download. Oh. Existing save data was found. Download it and keep playing where you left off. That's a much better system than the Switch one. Whereas before it was just like, oh, I don't know whether you've got any data. You'll have to check yourself. And you had to stop and back out. It's much better. Just, hey, do you want to just download your data? And it's like, yeah. Required! Fine. Fine, if it's required, I suppose. Download this first. It shouldn't take long. Maybe super quick. Hey! I was hoping that. Could you try Red Dead Redemption? It has uncapped FPS, so very high possibility of 60 or 120. I don't have it, unfortunately, which is a real shame. I know. Maybe if you ask really nicely, and I mean really nicely, if you ask Felix, he might have a look at that because he's got the game, but I don't. So, them's the breaks, sir. Getting a lot of love for Astral Chain, and rightly so. It's like it's halted the download again. Do you know what it feels like? I'm not saying that this is what it is, but this is what it feels like. It feels like it's reaching a certain point, and then on server side or something like that, Nintendo's going, whoa, slow down, you've been downloading a lot. Let's prioritize someone else. Again, I don't know that by any means, but let's just... Oh, in fact, no, don't want to confuse it, so we'll go back to Grid, because that's already partly downloaded. Say download that first, and that is, yep, 4 minutes remaining. And now, download this first. Shouldn't have to do this. Fun and games, but... 11 minutes, what? There's definitely something screwing here. Screwy, I think is meant to be. You should hardwire your Switch instead of Wi-Fi. Yeah, I should, but I'm just, in my office, I just don't have an easy way to connect via Ethernet. I do have one connection, but I need that for my computer, for the stream, primarily. And uploading videos, obviously. I need to get a network switch, but it's just another thing to have to do. So I'll tell you what, let's do, and I'm overruling. I'm overruling for the moment. We're going to have a look at 2 Point Hospital, because I love this game. And it is only very, very brief. We're just going to open up a sort of like, hang on, Astral Chain's in there. Shouldn't be a problem. Because I'm downloading the update data. It shouldn't matter if I remove it. Nope, it's fine with it. Good stuff. 2 Point Hospital, just because we can do it now. Please be a quick one. Just be like a super quick one. Ay, ay, ay. This is the only problem with taking requests, of course, and not having the foresight to put 2 Point in sooner. Let's try this again. And it's not because of the stream or anything like that. There we go. It is like there's a sort of a priority or something. Maybe it's something to do with my router. I don't know. But it's annoying. It is annoying. Insert the game card. Yeah, that's fair enough. I'll do that. 2 Point Hospital. Astral Chain. There we go. Hang on a minute, I'm going to make sure that 2 Point Hospital... Yeah, 2 Point Hospital is prioritized. Sometimes you've just got to have a game for yourself. Also, again, don't pay attention to loading times. This is only version 1.0.1. Gotta hand it to Nintendo. They do often just come out with games that are just reliable. Load this save data. Yes. It's been so long since I played this game. I was playing it through and then I think I had to stop because I had to do something for work, like play another game for work or something. And I just never got back into it, and I really regret that. I should pick it up again. We're going to hear the cool music. This is Astral Chain, Jimmy Bowling. It is absolutely... And it's the first time I've ever said bowling. What on earth is happening? I don't know what's happening, guys!
Okay. Acura's heartbeat is stable. Looks like the worst is over.
Oh, maybe I do vaguely remember what's going on at this point.
To be completely honest, it's a miracle they made it out in the first place.
Thanks to Dr. Calvert. He's a miracle worker.
That seemed to be smooth.
I can't take all that.
I must admit, I can't remember what the original ran at.
Quite special.
There is still a chance of infection.
Hang on. Isn't
Run
this the
another
start
check
of the game? This isn't
and
the
make
start
sure
of the
there's
game, is
no
it?
sign of mutation.
I'm going to skip the cutscene. Sure, I can always go back if I need to. This is the first cutscene. That's what I thought.
Brenda.
Why is it the first cutscene? I had like...
Both been, huh? Oh, wait, they've never. Beyond, she can not even.
I definitely did not delete my save data.
Brenda. Akira. The facilities.
And skip it. Definitely seems to be nice and smooth, at least here. I suppose training would be something to test. New Game Plus. Oh, is it New Game Plus? I didn't complete this game, did I? Maybe I did. Did anyone just hear, like, crackling? Or was that my headphones? I've noticed that there's a weird connection thing with it. Was there crackling just then on the audio? Yes. There was static. Okay. I mean, it's possible that that was the capture card, but I don't know. Can I do some training? I don't know how to start it. I'm guessing this chap over here. Perhaps not. There, training terminal. God, you know, it's been so many years since I played this game. And it is really cool.
Choose a training program.
I can't remember that character's name. Yeah, like, I'm getting the first cutscene, but I've done things. Movement, evasion, Legion movement. Let's do Legion movement.
Okay, partner. Stand
Just
firm
'cause
in that
that's-
middle. Now, move your Legion.
Wait, it's set out, isn't it? Hey, successfully downloaded update data. Is there another one? There's another one.
That's all for this.
No. Okay, we'll do it. I thought it'd be a little bit more involved in this.
Okay. Attack your Legion will.
Seems very smooth. Obviously, this isn't like a super stress or anything like that, but I think I'm a bit limited with what I can show you.
That was great.
But it seems pretty good. The only thing is the resolution is still
That's all for this.
not super high, but I don't know. Yeah, we can end training.
See you soon.
I don't know whether that's just a limitation of the game. It's sharper than I remember, I've got to be honest. And the cutscene that we had before seemed to be strangely soft. I don't know whether this uses dynamic resolution or something like that. That would sort of explain it. I tell you what, let's go and really... the game is capped at 720p. Yay, that's annoying. But understandable for the time. I mean, it's a sharp 720p at the very least. Some anti-aliasing going on? Maybe not. It looks good. Let's go and... I'll tell you what, let's go and talk to this person over here that wants to talk to me. Apologies. Let's see what Brenda says. I don't know. I want to see Akira. Why not? That's fine. Let's go by helicopter.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, there's some jaggies and stuff, but it looks alright. Looks good. Definitely seems smoother. Definitely. Gotta keep reminding myself this is running off the original cartridge. Load times are not going to be any faster. Or if they are, they're going to be nominal, you know? Because it may be, I don't know. Processes it faster, it depends.
Come with me. sure how much you've been told, so allow me to explain. This is the Aegis
Yeah.
Research Institute,
Smooth.
a testament to Dr.
Interesting. That's enough of that, though. Let's have a look at 2 Point Hospital. I need the game card. I'm sorry I couldn't go any sort of... I can do, like, anything more in that. I genuinely don't remember finishing the game, which is a bit bad. If it is indeed New Game Plus. I don't know that. Update on Red Dead Redemption 2. Felix is currently hard at work on another project at the moment, but he is open to giving it a look when he's done, as it sounds very interesting. Thank you, Paul. It's totally faster. GVG proved as much with Animal Crossing. Yeah, when I say load times aren't faster on from the original cartridges, but downloads will be faster. That's what I mean by that. I've definitely experienced that on Smash, especially. In fact, I'll show that off very briefly, just because it's an interesting thing. I know the result, but even so, I think it's an interesting thing to show off. Come on, 2 Point. I know you've got an autosave feature. Loading's going to be the same again, Alex. Loading's going to be the same, because you're running off a cartridge, not a download. And that's okay. Even then, that seems slightly faster than usual. 22 million, that should be a fairly busy hospital. I mean, I'll be able to tell... oh, God, this is going to be some bonus stuff or something, I think. Smogly, value... I'm pretty sure I've got some... I remember there was one. Tumble, value 1.9 million. 2-star. Actually, you know what? I remember Mitten being really... Not really, but comparatively quite unreliable. It would crash quite a few times. So fingers crossed. This will take a moment. So, how have you been? It's good to see you again. We really must do this more often. Oh, I've got to be a bit careful. I think I've been, like, leaning too much or something. I've done a number on my shoulder. I've been working late, saying that was quicker. Even just off the original cartridge. And this is definitely smoother. Definitely. I feel like I've had busier hospitals. I tell you what, you can speed things up, can't you? And that always affected performance. It's not like... I'm getting a little bit of sort of like pacing wobble, I swear. I've done busier hospitals than this. Oh, there was a jolt there, but that happens even on perfectly performing games like this. But this is way, way better. I'm going to quickly quit without saving. I'm going to check what I hope is a busier... not university, that's campus, Alex. That's campus. Oh, I have to go through this again. Okay. I probably should have gone back to map or something like that. I'm getting these again. Oh, probably because I didn't save. Money, grab, and profit. They do have some fun names in this thing. What's this? Flottering. Level 19. Value 2 million. That's going to be a busier one, I think. Oh! Oh, my word. Oh. My friend was asked... I'm not going to fully read that out, but someone's asking about whether load times are better. They are better! Pretty much universally, I've noticed, when you're using an eShop download. If you're going off the cartridge... I mean, I swear this is slightly faster, but I might just be misremembering. Okay, this doesn't look busier, but I'm certain. I don't know whether I'm just used to campus and museum now, but this doesn't look busy. Definitely so much smoother. So much smoother. And just for my own sake, even though it absolutely... Yeah, little hiccups here and there. Not quite sure what that is, but just for my own sake... Yeah, there's no mouse control. I wasn't... They hadn't announced anything like that or anything like that, but... Vast improvement. Vast improvement. Really nice as well, because those are great games. The only thing really holding them back was performance on Switch. And it doesn't break the game in the sense that you don't need like quick reaction times or anything like that. It's all management based. You can pause any time, do what you need to. But it has to be said that it does slightly take the edge off the experience, and it can crash a little bit more than I would like. Grid Autosport. This is going to be... let's download the save data. How long is this going to take? Oh, this won't take long. Here we go. Apparently this just crashes on launch. We'll see. I'll be the judge of that. Unlock frame rates on Switch when games get auto-bumped to a locked 60. Donkey Kong Country... That was pretty swift. Donkey Kong Country Returns on Switch 2 now has a solid 16.67 frame time, and notice it's a bit upscaled. Did it have dynamic resolution? Because I imagine that's how. I'm going to try grid again just for the sake of completion. So we get the splash screen. Oh yeah, okay, that is not happy. I'm deleting the software just because I need the space. I've already filled up my micro SD Express card. Incidentally did a video about installing that, which definitely got some comments. I expected these comments, but like, who needs a guide to install a micro SD card? It's one of our top performing videos of all time was Switch, just the original Switch, how to install a micro SD card. Never assume that everyone is as knowledgeable about this sort of stuff as you are. Because when it was a suggestion by one of my bosses, actually, they said, hey, why don't you do a video on this? And I was like, why would I do a video about that? It's so easy. But I did it on their request, and at the start, didn't do numbers. But then over time, like 1.6 million views. Never assume. Some people, you know, when they don't know something, the first thing they do is go online to look it up. So, never assume. We all have our blind spots, and that's okay. What are we downloading next? XCOM. That is going to take some time. I don't know if we're going to be able to look at XCOM, unfortunately. Because that's just going to take too long. Because I'm not going to be able to stream for masses and masses of time. Just because I'm a sleepy boy. What about Dark Souls? An hour? That doesn't feel right. 24. There we go. That's more like it. Come on, you. I know you can do faster. Look at that. Look at that. How does Eternal run? We looked at Eternal earlier in the video. You can scrub back at video stream. You can scrub back. You'll see. Still 30 frames a second, obviously. But still rather nice. Dark Souls. Tell you what, let's focus on another cartridge-based game. Because they are snappy by comparison. To load, that is. So, big props, 2 Point, definitely runs better. It's just nice to see, you know? Just nice to see, and that's without any patches or anything like that. Switch 2, lovely little bit of kit. What's this? Astral Chain? Oh, I threw that down here. So now it's time to do some more testing. So I have... I'm not going to do that because I've already done it. I tell you what, I was going to do... what was I going to do? Smash! Super quickly, just to show you what it's like. I've got Xenoblade Chronicles 2 downloaded as well. Specifically for this. Where's Smash? There it is. Oh, you know what? I don't think I'm going to be able to easily play. Smash using Joy-Con, I'm one of those people. Although I don't use a GameCube controller. I did for a long time, but I can use a Pro controller very well now. Colors weave into a spiral flame. Just super quickly, just go in here. Already, this is quicker. Anyone who's played Smash knows. And just, oh, go over to Ridley. All the costumes, all the things just don't take an age to load in. My throat's dry. I suppose. Oh, yeah, I'm going to do King K. Rool. I like King K. Rool. This is also quicker. Look, straight, like, barely a moment there. And then this, barely a moment, straight in. It's a small difference, but it makes all the difference in the world. And now, of course, I'm going to feel... I'm going to feel compelled to talk whilst I'm playing, and that does not always go well.
Stand straight and try to keep your posture tighter.
You idiot CPU. I've never quite understood people who have real difficulty against, like, level 9 CPUs. Like, don't get me wrong, they're the hardest CPUs, but people are a lot harder to fight. They're far less predictable. Do not want to be hit by that. Yeah. I'm just going to finish this because...
Feel your back stretching.
Just because I love playing Smash. I love playing Smash. Damn it. Should have seen that coming.
Now, return to your original position.
Oh, there was kind of a pinch point in Smash. And that's in World of Light. Like one of the, like, really late levels.
Feel your waist stretch.
There was, I did notice some frame drops. It's the only time I've seen frame drops in Smash outside of when you could spawn, like, all those Rathalos one after the other. That was fun.
Now, return to your original.
And I wouldn't say I'm sad that the glitch is gone, because it was... Oh, it wasn't even a glitch! Oh no, it was a glitch, but... Get away from me. Audio just cut out for me, but I'm pretty sure that's just my software.
Weight equally between both legs.
Easy. I didn't get any back airs in, but you know, that's fine as well. And then super immediately back to the results screen. It's so much faster! I mean, it was still pretty damn quick the first time on Switch 1, but even so, still very, very happy with that. How's Dark Souls doing? 5 minutes remaining. Nice stuff. I'm going to remove that just so that no one goes, can we look at XCOM? Because it's just for some reason going to take way too long to download. I do remember it being quite a big game. I tell you what, I'm going to have a look at Xenoblade Chronicles 2, because I'm curious. Yeah, I want to download. That's so much better, thank you. The cloud save situation was... thank you very much. The cloud save situation was always felt a little bit sort of brute forced in. My darling wife has brought me a small selection of delicious foods, including some strawberries, which are my favourite thing to eat on stream. Wow. Oh, I do love strawberries. Shop bought are very, very tasty. Not as good as homegrown, as I found out. I found that out last year, but I'm growing more this year. Let's just continue. I did not get super far into this game. Sudden mukbang. Very funny. And I know that it was primarily... what was it? It was primarily... You can catch midway, can't you? Yeah. to be honest. Full damage isn't really a thing. I mean, it is. Oh yeah, it is more of a thing in this game, isn't it? Ah, no. Ah, I'm okay.
If only I was 500 years younger. Mind you don't fall out, Gramps. Yeah!
I can't remember how to play this game. Thankfully, it's very similar to Xenoblade Chronicles X. Well, all the Xenoblade games are a little bit similar.
Focusing on target.
Why can't I select... Why can't I select Pyra? Oh, you have to charge something up. It's a long time since I played this game. I've just realised this enemy's quite a bit higher level than I am. But this is definitely a smoother experience. 100%.
Let us make use of it. Rolling smash.
Definitely.
Fired up.
We're on a roll now.
Anchor shot. Why not?
Again, not like a super hard stress test or anything like that, but
Give us a hand.
let's change to the generic man. I forgot how chatty this game is. It's very, very chatty, isn't it?
You worry about the timing.
Everyone's getting psyched.
Maybe I should give this game more of a shout. Maybe I'll just turn the voices off outside of cutscenes. It's going to take ages for this to take out this catapult. I don't know how to exit.
With the power.
But there we go. Yeah, that's definitely running. That's definitely running better. I'll tell you what. Let's remove this as well because we have done Alan Wake. Oh no, don't want to keep the icon. There really is no need. And that's interesting. Archive is no longer an option because it just comes up when you delete. Small little like UI changes that make not a big difference, but they add up. You know, they add up. Apricot. Right. Okay. I think it's time to do another poll. So, I tell you what, I've got two physicals here. Oh, Dark Souls is nearly done. I am really tempted to see Dark Souls. I'll tell you what, I'll stick a poll up and that'll be for whatever we do after Dark Souls. We're not going to stick on any one of these games for too long, especially. But, okay, so... Right. Come on. Poll. Yes. I swear this UI is quite unresponsive. Probably because I'm zoomed right in so I can see it from a distance. I don't have bad eyesight. It's just it's a small screen, all right? Chill out. What have we got? We got Tunic. No, that's the poll title, you fool. Tunic. We also have Subnautica. Oh, something's downloaded. It's Dark Souls, baby. What else do we have? I cannot remember the controls to Dark Souls, so I'm going to be embarrassingly bad at this. Yeah, I am... You know, let's give it a go. I'm sure I can find an area that doesn't have loads of swearing, or I can just... at the very least, I can just, you know, mute it. Wolfenstein. And... okay. Yeah, why not? Let's stick this on. Zelda? Echoes of Wisdom. Now, I know there's a patch for that one. There we go. Okay, so Dark Souls. Let's have a little look at Dark Souls. Have a little bit of strawberry. Checking internet communication status. Oh yeah, do I have to scroll to the bottom? Good lord. Is it? Oh, this is going to be an updated end user license agreement, isn't it? Oh, you can just hold it. Why? Why is B okay? Hate that. I really hate it. It's such a small... Hang on. Yeah, let me just... New game. What? But I have. Save cloud data. Save data cloud backup is not supported. Is that a thing? Have I lost my Dark Souls data? It doesn't have cloud saves. Well, that's really annoying. Oh, and B is A in this. Oh my god, Bandai Namco, what made you think that was a good idea? Adjust the brightness until flame is visible and dragons are invisible. Yeah, whatever, that'll be fine. Yeah, anything. Anything. What? Enter character name. Ah, you. Because now suddenly A is accept because it's the UI. I have no idea what made them think that this was a good idea. Although, I can't do it here. Oh, you can see my Bluetooth audio. Accessibility, change button mapping from quick settings. Is that like on a edit mapping? Change. And change if you use this controller, make sure to inform them of your changes. I thought this was... Excuse me. Oh, just anything. But now A is confirm. It's almost like it's how the game should have been.
In the age of ancients.
When you do this. Not actually... I was just going to take you to... I thought I pressed B. I did press B, but B is A now. I thought that you could do this on a game-by-game basis. Oh, well, I'll look into it another time. I'll just skip this. I imagine it'll be quicker to load as well. Again, I'm not going to be able to do an amazing test. Was there a performance mode? I don't think there was. Ooh, does look good. I'm going to pillage this corpse. So, let's... I can't actually... There we go. I was going to say. Configure the options. Brightness button... I don't think there is. I think it's just... Yeah, it's all the same. I'm going to leave that guy alone. I don't have a weapon. Oh, no, it's been so long since I played this game. Don't I just have, like, the hilt of a sword? Yeah. Of course, it's the shoulder buttons. It's been so long since I played Dark Souls. I'm looking forward to getting into Elden Ring on Switch 2. Again, it's A. It says B! But, yeah, this looks to be running really smoothly. I don't remember it running poorly on Switch 1. Light to the bonfire! Good stuff. Open the big old doors. I'm just going to rush through to that first. Big boss. It doesn't come here, does it? Oh, it does. You run away from it, don't you? Ah! Don't have any Estus. Is it Estus in this? It's not, is it? Eee, not going well because I'm using the worst sword in the game. Someone's probably already done this. Seems to be running great. I mean, didn't expect it to run any differently. But yeah. Good stuff. got to see it, haven't we? You died! Classic. I remember playing this at uni and being utterly transfixed by it and not knowing, having any idea what the hell was going on. So what are we getting on the poll? Okay, it looks like the winner is Echoes of Wisdom, but by how much? Quite a lot. Okay, Echoes of Wisdom it is next. Let's get that sorted. Oh, the cartridge slot is already... Here's an interesting wrinkle. This is not my copy. This is my wife's copy. I bought it for her when we were in Japan. It's Japanese. It's the only Japanese copy of a game we've got. And the cases are slightly different. Fun. But that was our honeymoon, so I wanted to, you know... buy. So I think it was an early birthday present even. Or was it even early? I don't know. Oh, I've just heard a faint yes through my headphones. Not from my headphones, through my headphones. So let's close Dark Souls, and no doubt we have a patch to download. Why is that? Oh, of course. I need to change my button mapping. Reset. There we go. Closing software. Very slowly. There's an update. That's all right. Gives me a chance to eat an apricot. And prioritize. This is a download. Nice and quick. How are the others getting on? Well, I don't really... What's downloading at the moment? Would it be Pokken? Yeah. We got Pokken, we got San Andreas. I've got to be honest. So far, it's really it's actually weirdly reassuring that like Grid Autosport. Whoa, that was quick. Grid Autosport just crashed, but it still let me launch it. It wasn't like it was on a blacklist or anything like that, or everything has to be whitelisted, which I actually prefer. On the one hand, you could argue, well, you know, people could download Grid Autosport and... Huh? Just because I completed the game. Ah, spoilers! Look away! Can't remember the controls. Let's just make some beds. No, it is. Hang on. I should be able to... Can you fast travel from anywhere? No, you need to get to one of those things, don't you? Of course. Switch maps. Here we go. Let's go to somewhere nice and early in the game. How about that? Roberto's asking, does every single cartridge on Switch work with Switch 2? As far as we know, the vast majority, yes. Everything I've tried has worked no problem. But there are some games that don't run. It's just an incomplete list at the moment. Right. I'll tell you what, let's echo up a carrot. Why did I do that? I changed the sorting order. Where's the carrot, guys? There it is. Already I can tell that this is smoother. Way smoother. But let's really push it. Yeah. Faultless so far. There's a part of me wondering if they even originally planned for this to be a Switch 2 game, but then they managed to scale it back and get it on Switch 1. Based on absolutely nothing, of course, but... see if we can find an area with, there's a fair few enemies here. I'm on fire! But yeah. So far, faultless. What can we spawn a lot of? Let's go some baby gomas! This isn't going well, is it? Take the spear moblins up. It's just not dropping a frame. It's so smooth. It's making me wonder what we'd have to do to make it drop a frame. And whilst that's happening, get some health back. And enjoy a strawberry. It's a big strawberry. Is that Moblin? Get off! Creep. It's superb. It's... I don't want to be mean, but it's kind of how the game should have always been. But I can understand. I mean, it's a gorgeous game. Utterly gorgeous. I can understand why it wouldn't quite hit a solid 60 on the original Switch. But looks great. Looks great. Love it. Let's see. Oh, Poken's about to be done. I tell you what. We'll do Poken next. But in the time that I'm doing that, I am going to put up another poll. Wish you could duplicate polls. YouTube, do it. Ugh. But you won't, will you? Because that is the decision that wouldn't necessarily make you any more money. Anyway. So, we've got... we'll go with Wolfenstein. It's Wolfenstein 2, just to be clear. It's Wolfenstein 2. I don't think Wolfenstein came out on Switch in the end of it. Wolfenstein, Tunic, Subnautica, and... we'll go with 2 Point Campers. I tell you what, there is something that I should probably download. Earth? How did that happen? I'm so careful. There's probably just a bit of spit. Don't worry. It's all better now. That is Animal Crossing. And I do want to download it rather than use it because I got a cartridge. Options. Download data. There we go. Data has started downloading. Wahoo! Wait for Pokken to be done. There we go. Just wait for it to be done properly. There we go. Now I'll say... well, actually, GTA shouldn't take too long to download, even though it was terribly optimized. 20 minutes. How long is this going to take? Less time. Goodness sake. That's embarrassing for GTA. like it needs to be anything less than embarrassing. Wolfenstein 2 Point Campus. Also have Tunic. And last but not least, Subnautica. Pull away, good friends. Pull away. I'm going to have another strawberry. Last strawberry. It's huge. And it's quite nice, but it's not as good as homegrown. I think because you can leave it to ripen on the plant. It's more a limitation of just the way that strawberries are mass produced, I suppose. Actually, that was a damn good one. Oh, someone mentioning Disco Elysium. We've tested it already. Scrub back through the stream. You'll see it. It was one of the first games we looked at. I say we, it was all me. Trombone Hero, please. Oh, blimey. Wolfenstein 2 seems to be coming out on top. Sonic Frontiers, that's an interesting one. Did Dark Souls run faster than 30 frames a second? No. I'm fairly certain it's got a cap on it, and so it won't do any better than that. Does Wolfenstein 2 get a new patch since Nintendo themselves has it not working? Oh! I didn't realise Wolfenstein 2 was on that list. Interesting. We're at the forefront here. I'm going to use one of the little sake cup to enjoy some peanuts. So in fact, no, I'm going to have the apricots first. Try and do it in ordinary order. Ah. Delicious. Do you think developers will push frame rate and resolution bumps for Switch 2, or will they be forever stuck at sub 20p hellscape forever? Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal look rough on Switch 2 and would run lovely now. I suppose it's whether they think there's worth in it. Whether it's as simple as just, you know, maybe just a patch that like removes the frame rate cap or something like that, or maybe bumps the resolution. But then that's still got to go through testing. That's still going to cost money. And I suppose if they're putting that money in, would they get a return? Would they charge for that upgrade? Things you got to consider. It's not as simple, unfortunately, as just going in and changing a setting. Because the game, this port, you know, sort of Switch ports, as far as I'm aware, aren't designed in that way. Not like, say, PC ports that are designed to be flexible and support loads of different resolutions, aspect ratios, and all that good stuff. Wolfenstein 2 looks like the solid winner. Let's just double check. How close is it? It's not close. Wolfenstein gets the win. It's going to be interesting because, yeah, as someone said, apparently Nintendo lists it as not working. Right, let's see how we get on. It's a good game, this. It's a good game. A new update is available. What happens if we just start it? It does say that an internet connection is required, actually. How much of it? 8 gigabytes. I didn't consider that. Let's just see what happens if we start the software. At least we'll be able to see whether it works. Yeah, download my save data. A minute? A minute? I can't wait that long. I'm going to have some peanuts. Is that coming through? Okay, we'll download the update. But we can't do that now then, can we? God, typical. Right. Same poll again. Only this time, well, you know, I didn't actually end the poll. I'm pretty sure I pressed it, but great UI, thanks. So the poll's still going. Wolfenstein is no longer an option. It will be looked at, but just treat the poll as though it's only 3 options and not Wolfenstein. It looks like Subnautica's winning. But Tunic isn't far behind, so I'm going to give it a little bit of time. And, well, suffice to say, Tunic is, it runs a little bit rough on Switch. So it's going to be interesting to see how it runs on here. Load times aren't going to be affected, of course, because we're, again, running off the cartridge, not a download. It's getting close. Subnautica's inching ahead, slowly but surely. Maybe insert all carts ahead of time to get downloading. I only had so much time. I'm working ragged at the moment. I hope that this would be straightforward and I could just stick them in. And there have been several instances where that has worked. So, I'm sorry, but I only have a certain, you know, limited amount of time. Snake Eater of Resident Evil 4, 5, 6 and those cloud editions. I don't have access to the Resi cloud editions, I don't think. But I do have access to one cloud edition, and I know a number of people have been interested about them. And that should download, obviously, almost immediately. And that is... Excuse me. I've gone right past it, if it's even here. It doesn't look like it's there. Might be on another account. Or did I just use the trial version? That's a possibility. Hitman, you know? I'm forgetting the alphabet. There it is! What am I thinking? So there we go. That is Hitman Cloud version. I'm definitely going to have a look at that. I might actually just say download that, because that should download in moments. Hey? I didn't even select it, and it prioritized it. Huh. Interesting, yeah. Let's download it in moments. So we'll load this up. I imagine, as long as it's a sensible and easy thing to do. Excuse me. See how it works. If it works, it's possible that it won't, because it's... I don't really know how the cloud editions run on sort of like a hardware level, to be honest. If it's... that's not a great sign. If it's applet-based, it might not work, actually. Kind of like, oh, here we go. Oh. Demo trial, enhanced performance, enhanced graphics. Let's go with enhanced performance. Free for a limited amount of time. Game uses class blah 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 blah. Demo to test the quality of network environment. Blah 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 blah. So maybe I don't have access to it properly, but we'll see at least whether it works. That'll be interesting, won't it? It's going to come up saying you're in a queue. Nice stable connection. Good stuff. Only on Wi-Fi as well. Test Cyberpunk. No, there's too much swearing. I've done a review for it. If you want to see it, then go and check that out. It's fantastic. I so love Cyberpunk. I was so pleased when I saw that it was coming to Switch 2. Oh, something's happening. Oh! Oh! Is it just working? That'll be good. Yeah, to experience. Yeah, I know. I'm going to have to play an online mode. Sort of comes with the territory. Okay, yep. No, we're definitely in because I can see some compression. Let's turn subtitles off. Now, I do have a good connection, just to let everyone know. I am only going over Wi-Fi, but I do have a strong connection. Simply because, well, just, you know, I've just got a decent internet connection. 500 up, 500 down kind of thing.
Welcome to Dubai, 47. Today is the inauguration of the scepter, and the ceremony is well...
47. Come in, 47. Do you copy?
Okay, that's a weird frame rate.
I'm heading towards the point of entry. Good.
It's not great, I'm not going to lie. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yikes. I mean, it turns out I can't go up there, but even so. Yeah, no, this is bad. How much of this is... Admittedly, this could be my connection. I mean, I've got a good connection, but it is going to be... pretty, like, saturated at the moment. Not enormously, but... Aha, take that, toolbox. Jump down. Jump down. Or climb that. That's fine as well. I mean, don't get me wrong, it looks good, but it's a cloud version, isn't it? So... But, yeah, I don't much care for cloud versions, and this isn't selling me on them either.
47. Use your camera and scan the lock, will you?
I'm not going to scan the lock. I want to play this properly when I get a code through from whoever sends me the code. Jump to ledge. Well, it works! But the fact that I prioritize performance and we're not even getting 30 frames a second isn't great. So... I think, you know, sort of like the real bottlenecks for Cloud Edition games is going to be on the cloud side of things. Which is a shame. Maybe an update can fix that? I don't know. Forget you've got vinegar on them. Excuse me. Max Awesome Sauce has asked, do you know if it's safe to use third-party battery packs? I just spat. That's very bad. Third-party battery packs for Switch 2. Have there been any issues reported so far like the original Switch? Not as far as I'm aware. But I would be... personally, I would be happy to use something like, you know, sort of a known third-party battery, just like a power bank. I'd be happy to use one of them. But one of these new ones that are like, I think you can get some that are like attached to the back of the Switch and stuff like that, like clip-on, I would be a little bit wary of, in the same way that I would be wary of any third-party battery, like proper unknown battery solution, just because the Switch 2's probably got some pretty clever, you know, sort of, it does the proper handshakes and everything like that it needs, but even then, you always run a risk when you're using something that isn't certified. So I would say don't for the time being. It would probably be fine. I don't want to, you know, sort of say, oh no, they're all going to kill your Switch or anything like that. They would probably be fine. But I don't know that they would be fine, and I wouldn't be comfortable giving you that advice. So I would say go with a brand that you recognize and you understand, and just, you know, sort of use it like any other power bank, and you'll be all right. Excuse me. Thank you for the super chat. I forgot to say that part. In fact, there was another one that... Ace Combat 7. I don't have that one, unfortunately. I do apologise, but thank you for the super chat regardless. I'm trying to remember. I don't think we covered it on the channel in the end. I think we were just busy with other things. So if I... Oh, also, if in case anyone's like, you weren't doing anything at the time of the release. We've been busy in the background a lot. The new animations and idents... They take time, sir. They take time. Animal Crossing, 4 minutes remaining. It looks like... Oh! Subnautica has won! Was that the case before? Subnautica has won. End poll. Living Legend. Thank you for the super chat. My Switch 2 stopped charging at 85% even though it is set to stop at 90% battery. Is that normal? Yes, it is not. In fact, I might be able to show it. I don't know whether it actually stipulates it in here. Where is it? Stop charging around 90%. It won't stop at exactly 90%. It'll stop nearby. I don't know whether maybe there's some sort of like, there's some advantage to not always trying to charge to exactly the same level, but even so, it's around. So it's fine. Not to worry. Not to worry. What's that? So many bots on the internet trying to come against Nintendo for some reason. And the thing is, I think some of them are going to be bots, but I think some of them are just people with time on their hands, you know, and an opinion. It's fine. I wouldn't worry too much about it. People said, you know, a lot of the dissenters surrounding the Switch 2, the same thing happened with the Switch 1. Quite, almost to the same degree. Maybe not quite to the same degree, but I suppose, you know, the Switch 1 was nowhere near it. It wasn't a known quantity in the same way. That's Wolfenstein. Put that there. Subnautica and Below Zero. I don't think we've got to download anything for either. But I do remember Below Zero running a lot worse. Can we just start? I really... We'll download my save data. I don't think I got very far in Below Zero. Two minutes remaining. I feel like that's inaccurate. Told you. There we go. Interesting. Fine, we'll download the update then. I assume it's actually on the cartridge, isn't it? It's not like... What's it say on here? Includes 2 games. It doesn't say internet download required, so... No, I imagine it's on there. 3 minutes remaining. Blimey. Does it get unpleasantly warm anytime? How is the fan noise? I've not noticed it get unpleasantly warm, but I've been doing mostly docked because obviously I'm recording for work and things like that. Whilst playing Cyberpunk, like taking it out of the dock and then doing it in handheld, which I did do a number of times because obviously I had to test that. You take it out and it would be quite quiet in the dock, presumably because it's got the extra fan. And so that's a quieter fan. But then you take it out and suddenly it's like, whoa, I'm quite hot. I'm going to need to ramp up the fan. It ramps up the fan and it is quite warm, but it's not uncomfortable. You can't feel it because your hands are so far away from the actual point of heat, as it were. But then it really did sort of rocket the fans. But then, you know, sort of about 30 seconds later, it started ramping down and it was all lovely again. Can you test Outer Worlds? Oh, blimey. I'm pretty sure I've got that. Can certainly have a look. Is it Outer World? No, it's The Outer Worlds, isn't it? So it'll be under T. Thanks, Nintendo. It's like my only main criticism. It's not my only main criticism, but it's just, why do you include the? Why? There we go, Outer Worlds. May not get to it in time. It's already 5 o'clock for me. But I'll try. I'll try. Spoken like a librarian. Don't even know what that was in reference to. But I'll take it. I don't mind being called a librarian. I've been recently rewatching Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and Giles is a very cool librarian, so I'll take that. Oh. Oh, it would be about me talking about the thing, yeah. And when it's leading, you don't need it. You don't need it. You don't organise by that, or you get all the thes. Come on! Think about it. Think about it for 5 minutes, Nintendo. It might be a hangover from the fact that it's obviously developed in Japanese. And they don't have articles in Japanese, I think. So they don't have the or a or an. Am I wrong about that? I might be getting confused with another language, but either way. It's possibly something that they just didn't consider, and it's not a big enough deal to make an exception. It's not a big deal. But it's like, come on. Does Rocket League split screen go at more than 15 frames a second? Oof, that's something I can't test, actually, because there's only one of me here! Only one of me here. Come on. I'm getting a little tired of these games saying, oh, it's on the cartridge, and then requiring an update. But I won't bother with normal Subnautica just simply because Below Zero ran definitely a lot worse. It was definitely a harder game to run. Calling the wife George. That's not fair. Also, I'd have to download it, and to be honest, I've got enough downloading as it is. Because still got Animal Crossing to check out. It's cool, though. It's cool that you can do all of these things. Does anyone know what 3D All-Stars did in that update? Did 3D All-Stars have an update? I seem to remember seeing something online that the new GameCube controller, the NSO one, works in that with the analog triggers and everything like that. Could just be that. Could just be a little thing saying, hey, look out for this one, lads. Code is referred to broadly as lads. I tried the Outer Wilds and Subnautica yesterday, but not smooth. They run smooth, but Outer Worlds looks muddy graphically. Yes, that Outer Wilds. I get those confused a lot. I understand the differences between the games. And if you give me, like, which one is which, I know which one is which. But just at the moment, when I'm speaking, get a little slip every now and then. So, how you been? You having a good time? Are you enjoying the stream? Let us know by saying W for Sasha. Sasha brought me food. She's a delight. She's an absolute delight. She's probably hearing this now and smiling slightly to herself. I didn't hear a response. Maybe she's gone out. Maybe she's gone to the market to buy some raspberry jam or something. I just heard something about Rainbow Road. Oh, come on. It's slowed right down now. Maybe it's getting there. Maybe if I look at it, maybe it'll feel the pressure. Come on. I'm waiting. 85. 86. 87. 88. 89. 90. 91. 92. 93. 94. 95. 96. 97. 98. 99. You're damn right. You see, you've got to show them who's boss. You've got to use your, you've got to impose, you've got to intimidate the game in order to make it do it properly. Timer isn't accurate. No, it rarely is. Already. Did it ever try and run at 60? I didn't think... Oh, 4 hours. That's a little bit more than I thought I played in there. I didn't think the game ever even tried to run at 60. I might be wrong. Poor little thing's falling over. Again, it's loading from the cartridge. Don't think of this as being indicative of anything. Okay, yeah. No, this is what I expected. I didn't think the game ran at 60. Or even tried to. But it is smooth. Oh god, I'm going to have to remember controls. I can't be expected to remember controls. I'm a games journalist. Here we go. Seem to remember on the surface it was choppier, if you'll pardon the pun. But already it's feeling quite smooth. I mean, it's still 30 frames a second, but it's not had an update. I don't know where I want to go to the area with all the ice. Where's that? Pretty sure I don't have a map. Is there a button to go up? That's a torch. I feel like a non-driver trying to drive a car. Dropped beacon. Landing pad. Let's go on over this way and see what happens. It's all good. It's running very nicely. Again, if it was as simple as developers just being able to push out a patch that just... Oh, here we go. There's some land. Push out a patch that just, like, sort of, I don't know, turned off, you know, sort of turned off the frame limit or something like that. It's not as simple as that a lot of the time, especially if, you know, sometimes, not all the time and certainly not in every game. Oh, I did not mean to take a screenshot. I don't think I have a torch, or do I?
This alien technology exhibits a data signature that strongly correlates with the previously recorded distress call.
Interesting. How about I can use this new data to identify where that call was coming from?
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
Who still has a PDA in this day and age? Yeah, this runs great. Zoom. Is it on? I don't know where that was on. I'm out of my depth. Literally and emotionally. This is actually making me feel a little bit claustrophobic, I'm not going to lie. So I'm going to have to stop that. Darkness, not being able to see, not really knowing where I am. It's great! It's great. I'm okay, but you know. What have we got going on in chat? Anyone know how Lollipop Chainsaw Repop runs on Switch 2? No idea. That's something for chat to answer because I don't have the game. Animal Crossing though. Come on, 1 minute remaining. We can see how little I've done to my island over the past God, 5 years. Jesus, I don't want to think about that. 5 years. Come on, 1 minute. You're having a laugh, aren't you? What's it going to take 1 minute? Do 2%. How much battery life does turning off 120 Hz save? Absolutely no idea. I don't imagine... I mean, it should save a small amount, but the biggest drain on any portable system, within reason, but from my understanding, the biggest drain is nearly always the backlight. So the biggest thing you can do to extend your battery life is turn the backlight down, turn the brightness down. 120 Hz, obviously you'll be doubling the refresh rate. That will drain more and more power, absolutely. But I imagine it'll be a nominal amount. Can you play Tears of the Kingdom or Breath of the Wild through backwards compatibility on Switch 2, or does it only run the Switch 2 edition? That's a good point. I don't know. Interesting. Because I've got Tears of the Kingdom downloaded. But I've already got the Switch 2 thing enabled. You know what I could do? If I'm going to have to get a cable. Hang on a sec. I know there's a C to A cable around here somewhere. That is C to C. That's not helpful. C to A. C to A. Maybe it's in here. Ugh. That's micro. Good lord. That's going back a bit, isn't it? I'm going to need a C to A kit. Hang on, is this... Ha 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 ha! Here we go. I'm going to need this, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to try a little something. I only have Tears of the Kingdom. Where's the blinking USB? Of course it's the wrong way around. It's the wrong way around again. There we go. Standard, isn't it? It's the wrong way. Turn around. It's the wrong way. Cannot be enabled while the console is connected to a TV. Goodness sake. Right. Okay. But now, of course, it'll work in flight mode, no problem. It's probably come up saying no signal. It has! Right, so, no connection. But I do have... It's been pushed off. I do have... Where is it? Why can't I see it? Oh, it's there. It's actually further back than I thought. It's just going to load now, isn't it? I'm guessing it's checked recently enough. I was going to say it needs to check because I've got it through the NSO subscription. Yeah, it just runs. So, that was a bust. Let's turn off flight mode and then we can continue downloading Animal Crossing. Why isn't it done yet? For goodness sake. For goodness sake, Shaky Jake. That was an old ad that no one else remembers but me. And that's okay, I'll get over it. In time, I'll get over it. It's just like a milkshake or something. They had a character called Shaky Jake. What? Okay. You want to play that game? Download Wolfenstein. Now download Animal Crossing. That's more like it. God, you can't get the stuff, can you? I'm going to finish off these peanuts, which means I'm going to be silent for a while. I say silent, I'm going to be chewing. People love that, don't they? Mm-hmm. Why didn't you download that when you were downloading the game? Okay, it's quick at least. Why didn't it just download that when it downloaded the game? Honestly. Honestly. No Man's Sky. I've got No Man's Sky downloaded, actually. I tell you what. We'll have a look at No Man's Sky after this. Because I really do want to show you it. Because it does run nicely on Switch. By default, it has a 30 FPS cap on it. But you can turn it off. Just have, you know, uncapped frame rate. It's great. Yeah, frame pacing's a bit of an issue. But I imagine, actually, on handheld, it'd look great because of the VRR. I hadn't considered that. Very nice indeed. Don't get stuck. What is it with this? I assume it's not my ISP. It's not impossible it's my ISP. At least it's quick to switch it around. What? That is... Oh, there we go. Great googly moogly. Please test Dying Light. I don't have it, unfortunately, so I can't test that one. Yo, Alex, how you doing today? Grookey, for Smash. 100%. I'm doing alright, yeah. I'm tired, but you know. Comes with the territory. There's a new console launch. I mean, I'm working on a Saturday, I'm working tomorrow. I'm working like a blinking... What? Hang on, what's this? Because a setting screen regarding resident data may be displayed to them in-game. These are important settings, so... Huh! That's specific to Animal Crossing. That's really interesting. Currently, there is existing resident data for Stolny on this Nintendo system that is not linked to any user account. Existing resident data and link your user account with it. Yeah, existing data. Multiple residents. Right, it's that one. The second one's just so I can have a tent. Yes, I would. Data has been updated. See what the load times are like. So how you been? Some things never change. It's yeah, it's been a funny old day, hasn't it? It's been raining, it's been cloudy. British weather through and through. Okay. So I can never remember how long it takes to usually start up like that, but let's see. I have heard that it's a lot faster. Still not ripping fast. Oh, of course, Isabel. We have a visitor at the campsite. I hope it's Maurice. I don't even know if there's a villager called Maurice. I couldn't think of any villager off the top of my head. Why am I wearing that? Probably for fun. Oh, I'm getting a call. What's this going to be? Harvey. Hang on, I've already done some of Harvey's stuff. Weird that it's doing that again. Is it because I'm technically doing this for the first time, even though I'm not? Now, I don't have the fullest island, to say the least, so I'm not sure I can really test the frame rate. It's obviously it's still 30. You know, sort of, you don't need me to tell you that. Or maybe you do. Some people genuinely can't immediately tell the difference, which I find quite interesting. But the frame pacing's good. And I do think the load times were quicker, although still not zippy. I have to go to someone else's island to really test it, because I don't like a super full island. Although there's more on here than I remember. Oh, the speakers and everything. Museum. All beautiful like that. I was chuffed with that museum's layout. Putting it up like that. Basic stuff, but it makes me happy, you know? This area is completely done. I've done nothing with it. I wonder what would be a good test of loading. Maybe just going into the shop, Nook's Cranny. Going between buildings and stuff. Oh, that's the residential district up there. That's Able Sisters. I said I was going to go into Nook's Cranny, and I'm going to do it, damn it! That did feel quicker. You would expect it to feel quicker. I don't know if the resolutions had any change. Hard to tell, to be honest. I'd have to know what it was before, like, properly. And even then I wouldn't be surprised if it had dynamic or something to that effect, but even so. Try out Doom Eternal. Already done it. Scrub back in the stream, you'll be able to see it. It's one of the first ones we did. Thank you. You're welcome. So yeah, load times improved. That seems to be the only noticeable thing, at least the only thing that I can easily test, because I don't have an especially busy island. But still, an improvement is an improvement, and no one can argue otherwise. I think I'm going to have to call the stream there, I'm afraid. We didn't get to cover absolutely everything that I wanted to, but, you know, we covered a fair few games. And who knows, maybe I'll do a video in the future where I test some of the games that I didn't feature here. But for now, thank you so much for coming along to the stream. Apologies if I didn't get to cover your specific game, but running out of time and I am very tired. But thank you for coming along. It's been an absolute delight. And yeah, look out for the next one and make sure you're subscribed, of course. Look at all our videos. Watch all of our videos. Watch them 50 times and you'll have a place in my heart forever. But for now, thank you so much for watching. And I will see you next time.